Hello, my name is Joshua Kylan. Hello, and I'm back with one of the last episodes of this water pump break besides it running. Only thing that I really have to do left is stain this wood board just so it lasts. You might see something different right here. Yep, got the exhaust up. Like in my before video, this setup right here hasn't changed. This hasn't either, but this is 2-inch going to 2 1/4 1/8 diameter. This was custom made for free from Big Daddy's Muffler in West Duluth. I will put the Yellow Pages link in the description. This hasn't changed. This hasn't all changed. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. Best price you can get on a piece of exhaust tip. I won't be running tonight. It's already 7:40. I don't know yet. Thought I'd do basically a overview of my water pump rig. I know I did a history, but that's sort of not an overview. The yellow engine is a 1975 Tecumseh 5-horse X snowblower engine. Came off a John Deere snowblower. It might struggle for me to turn this around. This is a two-person job. It's much better with two people. John Deere. When I got this engine, it did not run because of this carburetor. Only thing that I had to do with it was clean the carburetor, put new needle, change out this gasket right here. Before I had this exhaust set up, I had the old style muffler. I bought a new exhaust gasket and intake, and basically a full carb rebuild kit. All I used was the needle, the bowl seal, the main jet seal, and all I had to do was devarnish the main jet. That's all I had to do to it to get the engine running. It is this throttle cable right here is off the snowblower. It is not a stock throttle cable, but it does it what I want to do it. And the ignition there's a kill switch right here, so go all the way down, it kills the ignition along with the fuel. Basically, what I've left to do is stain the board, put a new head gasket in. Shoot. This is side heavy too. This is the head gasket. Part number is, sorry if you can't see it, is 28938C as in cat. That's the head gasket for this particular engine. This air cleaner assembly, if I remember off the top of my head, is 730127. That includes this plate, the gasket, the two screws, and the air filter element. what it is driving is a unknown year Maytag clothes washer pump right here. This is the intake right here with the fill or slash priming port and anti-siphon breaker, piece of wood that holds these two. This is the output right here. This is I think it is 3/4 C PVC, thinner wall, and that's what I want. These rubber pieces are original to the pump. The rubber feet that I have underneath right here are Northern Tool pressure washer cart feet. Here it is, 2.5 by 1 inch thick feet. I believe the number is 43,400, $8.99 for a set of 4. Not bad. This muffler was $5.99. This was free. The self-tapping screws, I have 3 of them. One here, and one over here were free along with that. Plumbing, I don't know, about $5 worth. How to modify that. Ouch. Now onto this side of the engine. Let me get you just a hair bit closer. Yes, I'm using my tripod this time. A broken tripod to be exact. This DC generator was, I think, $4.99 at Central Sales. This base right here and the pulley were 3D printed. This belt was probably 50 cents at Central Sales. This switch was about $7 on Amazon. The holders were, I think, $1.99 a piece, and a 10-pack of these AJAC bulbs, which are junk, were about, I think, $8 on Amazon. I'm gonna be, for when I put the bulbs back, once these burn out, I'm going to put new Radio Shack bulbs in 2.47 volt, 0.3 amp. The 4 that I bought, I intentionally blew when I was testing the system on my DC power supply. These cap screws right here are 1/4 by 20, were free, yeah, I got them from school. These I bought are number, I think, 10, don't hold me to that. That screws right in the base. Wire was free, it was speaker wire. How I have this wired up is these bulbs right here, this set and this set, are wired in series. Then these two are wired, this set and this set then are wired in parallel. You can see these 2 wires right here. Those are the jumpers in between this set and this set. This is one set, this is second set of series. This, as it sits right now, this is 6 volts, 1 amp. This draw right here. Nice draw glow, but I want a little bit brighter, so I'm going to go with the other bulbs. Just so, yeah, nice switch. I originally was going to use that toggle switch, but that was too much of a hassle. Sorry, there's a mosquito fly going around. This pulley right here came with the engine off the snowblower. I'll just make this what it is, and I'll do a start tomorrow. So head gasket, stain, new base, make these right here thicker and make this thicker. I highly doubt I'll do a idler. Yeah, sorry, I whacked. I don't know what you saw. So yeah, I'll be seeing this board just so in future this does not rot, and it's a nice long board for many shows to come. I have not done a compression test on the engine of Meech. I did change the oil to straight 30 weight. That's the governor arm, which is attached to the head, which I'll have to figure out when I change the head gasket. I don't know what the compression is as of now with 30 weight straight 30 weight oil in it. This does have the provision for the 120 volt or the 12 volt DC electric start. This does have the ring gear in it already. So if I want, I can buy a $175 starter to go on this, which I will not be doing because it starts fine. Well, finicky though, but it is what it is. Oh well, one more thing is I'm gonna get a new brass shut-off valve because this thing leaks. Because when I tinkle the drain, my hand's full of gas. So I will be changing that fuel valve out. Overall, I have enjoyed this project. My friend who works for Doherty's Appliance, he took over the appliance section from Doherty's Hardware, took over the appliance section, doing great. He said in order for this can pump up to 8 feet high. 8 feet ahead, translate whatever feet. What he told me that I have to do to make this be able to pump on its own is to put a loop here, so this pump can stay primed. And what he also told me is that this pump runs backwards when it's in the machine doing its thing. This thing, when it's not pumping, runs backwards. So it'll just suck out of the intake. When you hear that gurgling, that is it drawing air basically into the tub. He also said he can get a hold of a DC electric one, which he might think that might run off this. I highly doubt it, because the DC one probably draws at most 5 amps. This is only a 1 amp DC motor. Wow, almost 13 and a half minutes long. Sorry for my rambling. Now you know how this thing is cobbled together. I bought 3 lock nuts for 75 cents total, so 25 cents for these lock nuts. I bought 3 of them, 1 here and 2 on this nipple next to the engine block, just so this thing doesn't go anywhere. Fuel tank is stock, fuel line is stock, ignition wire is stock, spark plug is stock. So only thing that I've added to this engine is this exhaust and this air cleaner, and of course the water pump, the DC generator, the lights, the board. Yeah, that's basically how this thing has been. Sorry if you didn't see basically the water pump, generator, the lights, and the switch. That's all I've added to this engine. Of course, this drain over here. This is a spacer to go when I clamp the water pump rig, when I clamp it to the bucket. So yeah. So what you see behind here is the weed whacker, and this is the air filter to a weed eater that I need to put stuff back on. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and comment, rate, subscribe, like, or dislike, whatever you want. And I'll see you in the next video. See ya!